On behalf of Shikshan Maharshi, Dr. D.Y. Patil, BBA, CA, Art, Science and Commerce College, Pune, I welcome you all to online session. In today's session, we will start with Unit 3, that is Principal Documents, documents relating to incorporation and raising of capital. In today's session, we will see the different documents that are to be filed with the Register of Companies and its importance. First, we will see the Memorandum of Association, its meaning and importance, forms and contains, alteration of Memorandum of Association. Next, we will see Articles of Association, its meaning, contents and forms of articles, alteration of articles, doctrine of constructive notice, and doctrine of indoor management. Third point, we will see the prospectus, its meaning, content, statutory requirement in relation to prospectus, deemed prospectus, shelf prospectus, statement in lieu of prospectus, and misstatement in a prospectus, and liabilities for misstatement. So, first we will see the Memorandum of Association. According to Section 256 of the Companies Act 2013, memorandum means the memorandum of association of a company as originally framed or as altered from time to time in pursuance of any previous company law or of this act. To understand in simple words, we can say that memorandum is a document filed by the company at the registrar office called as memorandum. Now, the question comes to our mind, what are the contents of this Memorandum of Association? The contents of Memorandum of Association are as follows. The Memorandum of Association contains the name clause, that is, the name of the company has to be mentioned in the document that is to be filed with the Register of Companies. Second content is the object clause, what the company is going to do. What is the purpose of starting the company? That is the object. Third content of the Memorandum of Association is the capital clause. What is the capital of the company? That has to be mentioned, and from where this capital is to be raised, that is to be mentioned in the capital clause. The next content of the Memorandum of Association is the domicile clause. What does the domicile stands for? It stands for the register office, the registered office of the company, where the company is located. Next thing in the Memorandum of Association is the liability clause. Liabilities means the borrowings of the company, from where the company has borrowed the money and from where it is going to borrow the money. And next contained in the Memorandum of Association is the association clause. Association stands for the purpose of the people, the purpose of the company being started. What is the purpose? That is nothing but the association clause. And who are the people? Who are the directors? Who are the promoters? All these are mentioned in the association clause. So what we have seen now is the contents of Memorandum of Association, like the name clause, the object clause, the capital clause, the registered office or the domicile clause, the liability clause, and the association clause. Next point we will see the importance of Memorandum of Association. Dear students, we have to remember that Memorandum of Association is the supreme basic legal document for a company due to the following reasons. First one, it defines the very basic of incorporation of the company. It defines the basic for what is the purpose of company being started. And without this document, the company cannot be registered. That is incorporated. So Memorandum of Association is the fundamental basic document of the company. Second importance is Memorandum of Association defines the object of the company, that is the purpose of the company and the scope of its operation, what the company is going to do. The third importance of Memorandum of Association is it is the foundation stone upon which the future scope of the company stands or the future structure of the company stands. Next importance is it determines the limits of the company. What is mentioned in the memorandum, that is the objectives of the company has to do it. Beyond the objective, company cannot do the things. And any activity which is done beyond the objective of the company is called as ultra virus and void. Void means illegal. So any activity outside is ultra virus, which is defined in the scope, has to be done by the company. Next, importance of the Memorandum of Association is it tells about the liability of the company, from where the company has borrowed the funds. Next importance is it enables outsider to know whether the company is authorized to enter into a particular transaction. Next importance is it indicates the name and address of the people who promoted the company. So the importance of Memorandum of Association is it is the basic fundamental document of the company. It defines the object, the scope and the address of the company. Now, alteration in the Memorandum of Association. First, alteration means change. Any change in the Memorandum of Association and how it is done. First, we will see the change in the name. If there is a change in the name of the company, a special resolution of change in the name has to be passed and it has to be intimated to the central government. And a change in name can be done by an ordinary resolution if in the opinion of the central government the name is identical or similar to an existing name. So if name has to be changed in total, a special resolution, and if an identical name has to be changed, it can be done by an ordinary resolution. Now, change in the registered office from one town to another in the same state. If registered office has to be changed, notice has to be given within 30 days of the change to the register of the companies. Change in the registered office from one state to another state. A special resolution has to be passed in a general meeting of the shareholders and the copy has to be filed with the registrar within 30 days. If state is changed, special resolution and copy has to be filed with the registrar. Now, if there is a change in the object clause, the objective of the company change, then a special resolution has to be passed by the company to notify the change of objective. If change in the liability clause, now students, it is to be remembered over here that company limited by shares or guarantee cannot change its memorandum so as to impose any additional liability on the members unless, important is unless all the members agree in writing to such change. So in case of liability change, written consent of the members has to be taken. Now change in the capital clause, it can be done by an ordinary resolution in general meeting can alter the condition in memorandum as regards to capital. So in today's lecture, what we have seen the different documents, that is Memorandum of Association, its importance, the contents of Memorandum of Association, and the alteration in the Memorandum of Association. That's all for today. Thank you.